Have you ever noticed that after a certain age, those little sniffles and coughs seem to hang around a bit longer? Or that when flu season rolls around, you feel more vulnerable than you used to? It's a painful reality many of us face as the years go by. Our bodies, particularly our immune systems, start to change in ways we might not fully understand. We might feel like our defenses aren't quite as robust as they once were, leaving us more susceptible to whatever bug is going around, or just feeling generally run down more often. It's a quiet worry for many, a nagging feeling that our body's internal army isn't quite as sharp as it once was. But here's the secret understanding. What actually happens to our immune system after age 65 isn't meant to scare you. Quite the opposite. In fact, it's the first step towards taking powerful, proactive steps to support your body's amazing natural defenses. In this video, we're going to gently uncover 6 key things that naturally occur with your immune system as we gracefully age, and more importantly, we'll talk about simple, practical ways you can help keep your immune system strong and resilient, allowing you to live a more vibrant, healthy life. You see, it's not about fighting age, but about embracing wisdom and supporting your body. Stick with me, because if you watch right to the very end, there's something that might genuinely surprise you about just how much power you truly have over your health. Let's dive right into the first big change that happens to your immune system as we get past 65, and it's something called immunosenescence. Now, don't let that fancy word scare you. All it really means is that your immune system naturally gets a little bit older and a little less efficient, much like other parts of our body. One of the main reasons for this is a tiny but mighty organ in your chest called the thymus. When we're young, this thymus gland is like a busy little factory, churning out fresh, new T cells. These are the highly specialized soldiers of your immune system, responsible for recognizing and fighting off new threats like viruses and bacteria. Think of them as the elite forces, ready to learn and adapt to any new enemy. But as we age, especially after 65, the thymus naturally starts to shrink, and it doesn't produce as many brand new T cells. This means our immune system has fewer fresh recruits ready to be trained for new battles. Instead, it relies more on the T cells it's already had for a long time, which might be a bit tired or less effective at responding to novel infections. This is one of the big reasons why older adults might find themselves catching colds more often, or why an illness that would have been mild in their younger years now takes a longer, more difficult toll. It's not that your immune system stops working. It just becomes a little less agile and adaptable. So, what can we do about this natural process while we can't magically regrow our thymus? We can absolutely support the T cells we do have and encourage overall immune health. One of the most powerful things you can do is to keep your body moving. Regular, moderate exercise, like a brisk walk every day, gentle swimming, or even gardening, can do wonders. It helps to circulate your immune cells more efficiently throughout your body, almost like giving them a regular patrol route. When your blood is flowing, so are those vital immune cells, making it easier for them to find and neutralize invaders. Aim for something enjoyable that you can stick with consistently, even if it's just 20-30 minutes most days of the week. You don't need to be running marathons. Simply avoiding long periods of sitting still makes a huge difference. Beyond movement, what you put on your plate plays a massive role. Think of your food as fuel for those hard-working immune cells, ensuring you get enough essential nutrients like zinc, found in lean meats, beans, and nuts, and selenium, present in Brazil nuts and fish, is incredibly important. Vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, is another key player. Many of us, especially as we age and spend less time outdoors, don't get enough. Talk to your doctor about checking your levels and whether a supplement might be right for you. These nutrients don't just help existing immune cells function better, they also help your body create and maintain other crucial components of your immune system. And let's not forget about stress and sleep. Chronic stress, the kind that grinds away at you day after day, can really put a damper on your immune system's ability to respond effectively. It releases hormones that, over time, suppress immune function, finding healthy ways to manage stress, whether it's through meditation, spending time in nature, pursuing a beloved hobby, or simply connecting with friends, is vital. And sleep. Oh, glorious sleep. It's during those precious hours of rest that your body, including your immune system, does much of its repair and regeneration work. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. It might sound simple, but consistently getting good rest is one of the most profound gifts you can give your immune system. It's like sending your immune army to a rejuvenating spa, making sure they're fresh and ready for duty. Now, alongside this natural aging of our T cells, there's another widespread change that occurs, often quietly in the background, but has a significant impact on our health after 65. It's something scientists call inflammaging. Again, another technical term, but the concept is easy to grasp. Inflammaging is a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation that tends to increase with age. It's not like the acute inflammation you get when you twist an ankle and it swells up, but rather a persistent, subtle simmering of inflammatory processes throughout your body. Think of it like a very slow, continuous fire, rather than a sudden blaze. This low-grade inflammation isn't always obvious, but it's a major contributor to many age-related conditions, from heart disease and diabetes to cognitive decline and even cancer. It essentially puts a constant strain on your immune system, diverting its resources to deal with this internal fire instead of focusing on external threats or repairing everyday wear and tear. So, how do we dampen this internal flame? The most effective strategy is through your diet. Shifting towards an anti-inflammatory eating pattern can make a tremendous difference. This means focusing on foods rich in antioxidants and healthy fats, and reducing foods that tend to promote inflammation. Load up on colorful fruits and vegetables. Think berries, leafy greens like spinach and kale, vibrant bell peppers. These are packed with antioxidants that help neutralize harmful molecules that contribute to inflammation. Incorporate healthy fats found in fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Olive oil, avocados, and nuts are also excellent choices. Turmeric, that golden spice, is another powerful anti-inflammatory agent that's easy to incorporate into your cooking. On the flip side, try to limit highly processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive amounts of red and processed meats, which can fuel inflammation. Maintaining a healthy weight is another critical component in managing inflammaging. Excess body fat, particularly around the midsection, isn't just inert tissue. It's metabolically active and can produce inflammatory compounds. Even a modest weight loss can significantly reduce systemic inflammation and take a burden off your immune system. And of course, getting back to movement. Regular physical activity isn't just good for your T cells. It also helps to reduce overall inflammation in your body. It's a wonderful 2-for-1 deal for your immune health. By embracing these changes, you're not just passively accepting what happens after 65, you're actively participating in creating a more resilient, healthier you. Now that we've discussed how our T cells age and how inflammation quietly builds, let's explore some other crucial shifts in your immune landscape. Moving right along. The third significant change we often see after age 65 is that our immune system's response to vaccines can become less robust. You know how important vaccines are for protecting us from serious illnesses like the flu, pneumonia, and shingles. In our younger years, getting a shot typically elicits a strong, protective antibody response, meaning our immune system quickly learns to recognize and fight off that specific pathogen if we encounter it in the future. But as we age, that response can become a bit weaker and shorter-lived. This isn't to say vaccines don't work for older adults. They absolutely do. And they are incredibly important, but the level of protection might not be as high. Or it might fade more quickly compared to a younger person. This means that even if you've been vaccinated, you might still be more susceptible to breakthrough infections. Or the illness might be more severe if you do get it. It's not a failure of the vaccine, but a reflection of those subtle shifts in our immune system's ability to mount a powerful, lasting defense. So, what's the proactive step here? It's simply being extra diligent about staying up to date with all recommended vaccinations. Talk to your doctor regularly about which vaccines are advised for your age group and health status. This might include annual flu shots, pneumonia vaccines often given in 2 doses several years apart, shingles vaccines, and COVID-19 boosters. Your doctor can help you understand the schedule and ensure you're getting the most current recommendations. Sometimes, new or updated vaccines are developed specifically to be more effective for older adults, or different dosing schedules are recommended. For example, some flu vaccines designed for seniors are higher dose or adjuvanted, meaning they contain an additive to boost the immune response. Don't hesitate to ask questions and make sure you're fully protected. It's an easy, yet immensely impactful way to give your immune system a helping hand against specific threats. Now, let's talk about a fourth change, one that can feel a bit counterintuitive when we're discussing a supposedly weaker immune system. There's an increased risk of autoimmunity after age 65. Autoimmunity is when your immune system, which is designed to protect you from foreign invaders, mistakenly starts to attack your own body's healthy cells and tissues. It's like your internal army getting confused and turning on its own troops. While autoimmune diseases can strike at any age, the incidence of many of them, like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, or certain thyroid conditions, does tend to increase with age. This might be due to a combination of factors, including that chronic low-grade inflammation we discussed earlier, changes in how immune cells recognize self versus non-self, and even long-term exposure to certain environmental triggers. The painful reality here is that these conditions can cause chronic pain, fatigue, and damage to various organs, significantly impacting quality of life. While the causes of autoimmunity are complex and not entirely within our control, there are still powerful steps we can take to support immune balance. One of the most important is stress reduction. As we mentioned earlier, chronic stress can wreak havoc on your entire system, and it's a known trigger and exacerbating factor for many autoimmune conditions. Cultivating practices that help you manage stress, be it gentle yoga, meditation, spending time in nature, or simply enjoying a calming hobby like reading or knitting, can make a real difference. Eating an anti-inflammatory diet, as we discussed, also helps to reduce the overall inflammatory burden on your body, which can be beneficial in moderating autoimmune tendencies. Additionally, paying attention to your gut health, which we'll delve into more deeply next, is becoming increasingly recognized as crucial for immune balance, including a healthy tolerance for your own tissues, looking after your overall well-being, and seeking a diagnosis if you experience persistent unexplained symptoms is key to managing this aspect of aging. This leads us perfectly into our fifth point, the significant changes that occur in your gut microbiome after age 65. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, fungi, and other microbes, collectively known as your microbiome. Think of it as a bustling city within you. And these tiny residents play an incredibly important role, not just in digestion, but especially in training and communicating with your immune system. A healthy gut microbiome is diverse, with a wide variety of beneficial bacteria. It acts like a key partner to your immune system, helping it distinguish between harmless substances and dangerous pathogens, and even influencing the production of immune cells. However, with age, the diversity of our gut microbiome tends to decrease. We might have fewer types of beneficial bacteria and an increase in some less desirable ones. This shift can be influenced by diet, medication use, reduced physical activity, and even where we live. When the gut microbiome becomes less balanced, it can weaken this crucial partnership, leaving your immune system less prepared and potentially more prone to both infections and dysregulation. like that increased risk of autoimmunity. The good news is that your gut microbiome is incredibly responsive to what you feed it. The most impactful way to support a healthy, diverse gut is through your diet. Think, eat the rainbow and prioritize fiber-rich foods. Include plenty of prebiotics in your diet. These are special types of fiber that essentially feed the beneficial bacteria in your gut. You'll find them in foods like oats, bananas, garlic, onions, asparagus, and apples. And don't forget probiotics, which are live beneficial bacteria themselves. Incorporate fermented foods like plain yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and kombucha into your daily routine. Even a small serving regularly can make a difference. The goal is to eat a wide variety of plant-based foods. As diversity in your diet leads to diversity in your gut, hydration is also vital. Drinking enough water helps keep your digestive system moving smoothly, which in turn supports a healthy gut environment. By nourishing your gut, you're directly nourishing your immune system. Finally, the sixth thing that often happens to your immune system after age 65 is a general slowing down of its response time. Imagine your immune system as a highly trained emergency service. In our younger years, when a new threat appears, the sirens blare. The responders are dispatched immediately, and the problem is dealt with swiftly. As we age, that initial alert might not be as loud, or the response time might be a few crucial moments slower. It takes longer for your immune cells to detect a new pathogen, longer to multiply, and longer to clear the infection from your body. This slower response means that once a virus or bacteria takes hold, it has more time to establish itself and cause damage before your immune system fully mobilizes. This is why a simple cold can feel more debilitating or last much longer for an older adult, and why recovery from more serious infections can be a slower, more drawn-out process. So, how do we help our body's internal emergency service respond more quickly? Hydration is a simple yet often overlooked key. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day helps your body's systems, including your immune system, function optimally. Water helps transport nutrients to cells, carries waste products away, and ensures your mucous membranes, your body's first line of defense, stay moist and effective. Think of it like keeping the roads clear for those emergency vehicles. Consistent, good quality sleep, which we touched on earlier, is also profoundly important here. It's during sleep that your body produces and releases cytokines, proteins that are essential for mounting an effective immune response. If you're sleep deprived, your body produces fewer of these vital proteins, slowing down your defenses. Aim for that 7 to 9 hours of consistent, restful sleep. Continuing with simple habits, staying physically active, even with gentle movement, helps maintain good circulation, ensuring immune cells can quickly travel to where they're needed. And perhaps most critically, practicing good hygiene becomes even more important. Simple acts like frequent hand washing, especially after being out in public or before eating, can significantly reduce your exposure to pathogens. Avoiding touching your face, particularly your eyes, nose, and mouth, is another small but mighty habit. During peak illness seasons, being mindful of crowded spaces or taking extra precautions can also help. And if you do feel something coming on, don't ignore it. Listen to your body and act early. Sometimes, a little extra rest, hydration, and nutritional support at the very first sign of feeling unwell can make a big difference in how quickly your immune system can get on top of things, preventing a minor sniffle from turning into something more serious. These aren't grand gestures, but consistent, everyday actions that build a stronger, more responsive immune system. So, there you have it. 6 profound shifts that naturally occur with your immune system after age 65: the aging of your T cells, the quiet simmering of chronic inflammation, a less potent response to vaccines, an increased risk of your immune system turning on itself, changes in your vital gut microbiome, and a general slowing down of your immune response time. It might sound like a lot, or perhaps a little daunting, But remember, this isn't about being powerless. Quite the opposite. Understanding these changes is your key to empowerment. It means you can take specific, gentle, and incredibly effective steps to support your body's incredible natural defenses. We've talked about the power of regular, moderate movement, choosing nutrient-rich, anti-inflammatory foods, prioritizing restful sleep, finding healthy ways to manage stress, staying diligent with your vaccinations, and truly nourishing your gut with fiber and fermented foods. These aren't complicated or expensive interventions. They are foundational pillars of well-being that become even more important as we accumulate more years of life. Think of it this way. Your body has been working tirelessly for you for decades. Now, it's asking for a little extra support, a little more mindful care. To continue doing its amazing work, every single choice you make, from opting for a brisk walk instead of sitting, to choosing colorful fruits and vegetables over processed snacks, to simply ensuring you get enough sleep, sends a powerful message of support to your immune system. These small, consistent efforts compound over time, creating a remarkable resilience that can truly transform your experience of aging. It's not about turning back the clock, but about enhancing the quality of every moment forward. And here's the surprise I promised you. Something that ties all of this together in a profound way. Beyond all the nutrition, exercise, and sleep advice, perhaps the most powerful, yet often overlooked, immune booster for those over 65 is the profound impact of your social connections and your positive outlook. Loneliness and isolation are incredibly stressful, and they can significantly suppress immune function, increasing inflammation and making you more vulnerable to illness. Conversely, engaging with friends, family, and your community, whether it's through shared meals, volunteering, joining clubs, or simply regular phone calls, stimulates feel-good hormones and reduces stress, directly bolstering your immune defenses, a sense of purpose, optimism, and joy in life also translates into a healthier immune system. It's a powerful reminder that our emotional and social well-being are not separate from our physical health. They are deeply intertwined. So, nurture your relationships, seek out opportunities for connection, and find joy in the everyday. It's one of the strongest medicines for your immune system, and it's always available. I truly hope this conversation has given you some helpful insights and practical ideas to bring into your life. Your immune system is a remarkable part of you, and with a little understanding and consistent care, it can continue to serve you beautifully. If this video resonated with you, I would be so grateful if you'd consider leaving a comment below. Share your thoughts, your experiences, or any tips that have worked for you. It truly helps this community grow and supports others. And if you found this helpful, please give the video a like. It makes a big difference. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more gentle guidance and empowering information to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, every day is an opportunity to make choices that nourish your body and spirit. Live your best life at every age.